All right, again, thanks everybody for being here. I'm going to start with Prism because, like I said, I would rate Prism as last year. I would have liked a lot more inserts. I mean, there wasn't a lot of inserts to chase. You know, like everybody likes chasing some downtowns or slingshots or stuff like that. So I would rate Prism as they kind of missed the boat on it, I will say. And then Prime, 6 and 6. Prime, it was one of my favorite products. Prime at 150 is a great deal. Prime at 175, that's about what I would say the box worth. Prime at 250, I don't know. I will say that. So last year in order, what is your order? I would say last year in order, Prism, then Donruss, then National Treasure, and Select. I think for the price, I really like Select. Oh yeah, let me unpin this. There you go. There you go. All right, let's say good luck, everybody. Let me move over here and get my mark. All right, good luck. We're going to get started. Like I said, if something, well, right away. First box. We're cheating here, really. I'm looking at a goal right there. All right, there's a first. Good luck. We're going to, like I said, too much base, but this is not base. Here's our first, and it's a gold card. Okay, uh-oh. 1 second. Did I just lose? Hold on. I didn't. Are you still there? Is anybody still there? I just got a notification. Is everybody still there? Someone tap in. It looks like it's working. Okay. All right. All of a sudden, I got a notification. I was just getting excited about the gold card right here. All right, ready? And we got a gold card of Matt Kenseth. All right, there's a start. What do you think? 1 second here. I didn't have my penny sleeves ready. I feel embarrassed my penny sleeves weren't ready. All right. How's that? Who's giving a little shout out here? Who's got Matt Kenseth? There's your gold to start. That's going to Steven. There goes Steven. I don't know if he's still here or not, but that is yours. There's our first fire of the night. This is number 3 out of 10. There you go. Let's remove this one and put you right in the fire, Steven. Congrats. You may have stepped away, but that is yours. All right, there's a good start. Back-to-back Matt Kenseth. Here's a Matt Kenseth checkered flag out of 75, right? 46 out of 75. And then SVG blue out of 199. And then the Richard Petty victory lane to start that first pack. These are worthless. Oh, look at another checkered flag coming up. Checkered flag of Kyle Busch. Oh, Kyle Busch checkered flag. This one is 60 out of 75. And Mark Martin. And Austin Dillon pot of gold. And the third pack, like I said, a little too much base. That kind of bothered me. We got Martin Truex. And there's a Jeff Burton autograph. There you go. So there's our first 3 packs. There's 2 autographs already. Little Jeff Burton. There's a congrats. Got a little too much glare there. Jeff Burton and Martin Truex. The groovy Martin Truex. To finish off that first 3 packs. Yeah. Let me know if like Jeff Burton's taken. Here comes the next three. Yeah, I would say it just they could have had a little more inserts to chase. Like I'm looking now. I'm looking ahead. See, there's about 75% of it is base, and that gets kind of, why chase it then? There's Davey Allison, followed by Sheldon Creed Silver, and Ross Chastain Groovy. This is a blue Groovy. This one's numbered 9 out of 49. A little blue Groovy there. Get all the base on camera. Like more Mark Martin. This is $3.99. Not a Prism, a Pulsar. Pulsar $3.99. Mark Martin. A blue Daniel Dye. Like I like Prime. All the colors in Prime. I'm sorry, Prism. Prism. I always say that. That's great. I like it. It's just I wish there were more inserts to chase. Justin Allgaier Purple out of 99. The first auto. Well, there's two autos already. We had the big fire kit. How's my little fire icon look? That's Matt Kenseth, gold. And then we had our second auto was a little Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton auto there. Todd Gilliland silver. And how about on National Pride, the Dinger? And there's halfway through our first box. We'll go Prism, Select, Donruss, and then finish up with the National Treasure. Is what we could do there. Yeah, it's probably my last mixer before Select comes out. There we go. What do we got? Here comes a Pulsar of Corey LaJoie. Sam Meyer, silver. And there's Kyle Larson. A groovy Kyle Larson. Well, here comes a Mojo. Pandora. We have Jeff Burton. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeb. This is Jeb Burton. I was like, Jeff, 72. And there is more Ross Chastain love. This is out of 25. This is 3. Number 3 out of 25. And then Bill Elliott red. A red Groovy out of 99. And finish off these 3 packs with William Swalwich. That's a free William Swalwich there out of $3.99. The Pulsar. A Clint Boyer silver. And Christopher Bell National Pride. Okay, last packs of our first box. First box of Prism. Here we go. Good luck, good luck. We're almost done with box number 1. We need an autograph. We've got an autograph coming here. There we go. Ready? Get through all the base, like I said. Clint Boyer. And how about a Tommy Joe Martin autograph? All right, well, like the T. Cook. T. Cook has a saying. He's always, we got one okay, really good autograph, one ho-hum autograph, and one autograph in Prism. Kyle Larson, pot of gold to finish off that pack. And I think we met that target. Chandler Smith, Pulsar again. Tyler Reddick, silver. Mr. Beast. And Heim Time, Victory Lane. All right, last pack of Prism. This box is done with more Ross Chastain showing up. A lot of Ross Chastain here. Taylor Gray. And a little groovy Kyle Petty to finish off the mellow yellow, the first box. Let's get to the next one. That's the first box of Prism. Here's our second box of Prism. I do have a few more boxes of Prism. Maybe we're going to do a nice throughout the years one. I got 2024, 2023, 22, and 21 Prism on the shelf right there. Maybe we'll do a Prism throughout the years break. That would be fun. 3 packs at a time. We went through cases of Prism like this. All right, good luck. Well, let's see. We had a gold card in the first one last time. All right, well, here's a Mojo, a signature of Carson Hocevar. There you go. Out of 25. That might go on the Wall of Fame here. This is numbered 5. Number 5 out of 25. That's not too bad. Got a little too much glare there. Let's put that right there. Here we're putting that on the Wall of Fame. I don't know if it's getting in the fire. We'll put it right next to the fire. Carson. And how about a Pulsar Krishnakis? Ricky Stenhouse Blue. And a Pot of Gold Bubba Wallace. Pack number 2, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson Red. Jeff Gordon Silver. And Chris Buescher Pot of Gold. And pack number 3, we got Cole Custer. There's Todd Gilliland autograph. A red. All right, Todd, put a little effort into that. I'm an autograph snob, and so I like it when the driver puts some effort into it. You know, just a few letters doesn't cut it for me. So Todd put a little work in there. It's 88 out of 99, or if you look at it this way, it's 66 out of 88. It's up to you on how you want to look at that. I don't know if that's making the Wall of Fame, but still, it's a nice autograph. All right, just like last box, 2 autographs right to start. 2 fresh autographs there. And let's keep going. All right, Chad, how are we feeling so far? How's our first 2 boxes looking to you? It's kind of quiet tonight. Wednesday hump night. All right, let's see. Okay, we got another checkered flag coming. There's a red Riley Hurst. Ryan Preece Silver. And, look at little Dale Jarrett. Little groovy Dale Jarrett. Here comes a checkered flag. Zane Smith. That's a nice dollar's worth. That's the recap. I will show all the ones that made the Wall of Fame anyway. We'll recap that. Now remember, I will tell since it's his birthday, I can say this. Remember, I'm recording this on YouTube, so you should it should post on YouTube probably tomorrow morning. So if you do step away, I remove all the selling and all that kind of stuff. So if you do step away, it'll jump. You can take a look at that and fast forward it and do all that YouTube stuff that you do. Just to, just little bitty services I'm hoping for, that you appreciate that and continue being here. Kurt Busch, it's a free Kurt Busch. Speaking of Zane Smith Silver. And how about William Byron Pot of Gold? And just little bitty things. Okay, Kurt Busch. We're gonna have to see. Let me see. I like the Viagra from Mark Martin. I like that fire suit. Hey, there's T. Cook. Welcome. All right, let's see what we got here. Here comes a purple. We're looking at Denny Hamlin. How about a little Denny Hamlin purple? Terry Labonte Silver. And Jimmy Johnson. Little JJ Victory Lane. Next pack. Looks like a Pulsar of Nelly Decker. And then Bobby Labonte, Carolina Blue. These are out of 49. This is 38 out of 49. And there's Dale, looking all groovy. I must have used that joke like 100 times. Here's more Dale, purple out of 99. Denny Hamlin silver, and Sheldon Creed, National Pride. All right, here comes our last packs of Prism for this break. 2 boxes down. Then we'll go to Select next. A lot of shiny stuff. A lot of shiny stuff coming up. Here is, we're still owning an autograph here. Here is Jeff Gordon Pulsar. And how about Derek Cope? A little old school. Let's see, but still a nice autograph. Yeah, I know it's Derek Cope, but he put a little effort into his autograph. So far 2 on the Wall of Fame. Not that I'm moving on from Derek. Chase Elliott, Victory Lane. Let's see. Here's a red Ross Chastain. That's what he was saying. Ross Chastain all over the place. There's Alex Bowman. I think that's the first time we said his name. And how about, yes, how about a Brad K Groovy Gold? That's kind of subtle. Can you see how the Groovy is a little golden? 1 second. See, number 3 out of 10. That's a nice little. Let me get that glare off of there. Where are we gonna put it? It's kind of hard to get that glare off, but that's going in the wall. It's our second gold. We had a gold autograph, and now Brad K Groovy Gold. Tough year, yeah, tough year. Is that Steve? Oh, is that mine? Well, I will tell you this, chat. Thanks for Steve for looking. I do not collect Brad K. So, and I don't know anybody who does. Now, I would have sold them for $20. Okay, so if you want this Bradley K and all the other Brads out there, all the other Brad Ks out there, I will auction them off right now. So only for the people in chat. You're only competing against, looks like 15 people. If you feel this is worth $20, plus all the rest of the Brad K that you see that's going to happen in the break, it's $20. And it's Brad K Gold. If not, that's okay. And it's sudden death. But I figured I would just give you a chance if you think. See if it works for you. If not, nope, no interest. That's okay. Figured I'd give it a shot. Now, if it was somebody I do collect, then I would not have done that. Or someone I know I could get some trade for. Ty Gillen, we just had his autograph. J-Mac, blue, and there's Alex Bowman. Last card of Prism National Pride. All right, so 2 gold in those boxes. Let me clean up here a bit. Get those base out of the way. See, here's the only thing I would have to say about Prism. There is the hits, all the inserts in the gold, and then this stack is the base. Usually 50-50 is good. 60-40, all right, 60-40. But the base, it towers over the inserts and stuff. Can you send me a direct message? Yeah, if you don't want the base, I always ship the base, but if you don't want the base, just send me a direct message and I won't include any of the base for you. But I'll just forget. Honestly, that's all. We'll just forget that you said that in chat. So a direct message would be good. All right, let's go to the select now. And like I said, select is my favorite because I'm a set guy and I like putting the sets together. And if Select comes out on time, we're definitely going to be doing full case breaks of Select that whole week. We always do. Actually, the hardest part is the Donruss. The case breaks of Donruss. I mean, that's a lot of cards. Case breaks of Select, not too bad. Case breaks of National Treasure. We just did a 2 case break of National Treasure. All right, good luck on Select, everybody. Ready? We got Sam Meyer. Sam Meyer base, or if you want to call it the grandstand, Sam Meyer grandstand. Yeah, Donruss does have a lot of cards, although there's a lot. It's 50-50. Donruss, I think the inserts and parallels and optics and stuff like that, 50 or 60% is base. So I still don't fault it for that. And there's a lot of fun sets to collect in that. All right, how about a purple Dinger? Almond Dinger purple. Jesse Love on the Select insert. Sights of Victory. And then Chandler Smith in the Pit Road. Oh, look, we got 2 useless redemption cards in that one. All right, here is a white. Well, let's show these. Josh Berry grandstand, and Tanner Gray grandstand. Here's a white Ty Gibbs. These are at a 75. No, this is 99 here. 67 out of 99. And then a Noah Gregson. We're just saying how Noah Gregson's all over the place. This is out of 35, a purple, or blue, 35. This is out of 35, Noah Gregson. That looks like tires. And a Pit Road, Jeff Burton. Chase Elliott, grandstand. Eric Jones, grandstand. Oh, Kyle Petty. There's Kyle Petty blue, Carolina blue, out of 199. And William Byron, American Pride. There's Sheldon Creed, Pit Road. Bobby Labonte and Rusty Wallace grandstand. There's Kevin Harvick tricolor. Those are not numbered. The tricolors were not numbered, remember. Carson, American Pride. And here is the high number Ty Dillon. That is the trackside. Remember, Grant trackside. High number 240. That was a fun set to put together. Lane Riggs and Harrison Burton. We got William Byron. This is a silver Josh Williams. Josh Williams silver. And a little Jeff Gordon in Fuego. Pit Road, Cole Custer. There's Justin Allgaier and Jeff Burton in the grandstand. Cole Custer, green. Those were out of 75. Yep. That's actually number 1. Number 1 out of 75. And, there's an autograph. What a little Jesse Love autograph. I haven't said his name in a while. Jesse Love auto. Get that taken care of right there for you. We'll show all the autos at the end. And then the first half, Daniel Hemrick on the Pit Road. There's the first half of the box. Yeah, I agree. Donruss has a lot of cards. That's the product. That's the product. It has the optic. Select. That's a nice balance. Select's a nice balance. Although a lot of people said Select and Prism were too close. But I like Select in the collection ways. I like how they got the car for Pit Road. They got the driver portrait. So I think that's a nice setup. But they do. I thought that was a redemption. I was going to say, they do have a lot of redemptions in Select. Oh, here comes another gold. Everybody pay attention. Amarola and Greg Biffle. And the gold is Nick Sanchez. How about a Nick Sanchez gold? That gets on the wall. That's our 3rd gold of the night. That's not too shabby for a $1 card. Oh, come on, hold on. I got to use 2 fingers here for the penny sleeves. Kind of stuck in the bag there. All right. Where were we? We were sleeving Nick Sanchez. And we'll put that on the Wall of Fame. Still, I want to say the Matt Kenseth goal is still the fire for the night. But three golds right there. Who had Nick Sanchez? We'll give a little shout out. That's going to Nick Sanchez. Logan. Logano fam. I keep saying Logan. Logano fam. Here's Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray red. Sensations out of 99. Bubba Wallace. Tyler Eckram. Denny Hamlin. Here's Austin Dillon. Oh, and everybody's looking up the autograph. Trackside action. Little Jeff Burton. The Burtons are all over the place today. There's a Jeff Burton autograph. And Heim time. Ryan Priest, Perez De Lara. Here is Christian Rose, rookie card. This is red. And Christian Eckes, Sensations. Kevin Harvick. Carl Edwards, that's a free Carl Edwards there. Taylor Gray. More Cole Custer. Tricolor. There's Brad again. Austin Dillon. Kyle Petty. Ricky the Dragon Stenhouse. We got Ryan Blaney blue. And Joey Logano in Fuego. And there's our second high number, Bobby Labonte. Look at that. There's Raja and Matt Kenseth. Michael McDowell on the silver prism. Harrison Burton. Sensations. And the last card of that first box is Clint Boyer. Now, besides the autographs, remember I sleeve the autographs. Here is the base, and here's the inserts and parallels and stuff. Here's the base. Pretty close to even Steven. So, like I said, I think that's a little better setup, a little better spread there. 50-50, yeah, the base is good. I like collecting the base too because I'm a set guy, but the inserts are what a lot of people go after. All right, here's box number 4. It's our second box of Select. And you'll get shipping notifications tomorrow. In fact, I probably should get these in the mail tomorrow. You should get them sent to you tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing any. I got a big honeydew list tomorrow morning, but I'm not doing any other breaks in the morning. No day breaks. Tomorrow evening, we're going to do a baseball break. So if you're a baseball person, join us. We got hobby boxes of Topps Chrome, hobby boxes of Topps Finest. So if you're a baseball guy or girl, jump in on that, please. Because we're just starting to do baseball. Trying to expand a little. All right, how about a little Jeb Burton, Austin Hill, Brendan Jones, and here we go. How about a Chris Buescher autograph? Let's see there. Chris Buescher. There we go. Still not too bad. I mean, I can distinguish. Try to put some effort into it. This one's not numbered. Still a nice autograph. The Dinger. There's AJ there. We got Darrell Waltrip, Sam Smith. Here's Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray on the green out of 75. This is number 10 out of 75. And, how about a bright Justin Allgaier? That's a bright out of 35. So it's got the purple out of 35. That's a bright card. Austin Dillon in the pit road. Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace. Here is JHN, the silver. And, here's our first tie-dye. That's out of 25, remember. Cole, Custer, and Fuego. Out of 25. Those are my favorite. I think the tie-dye, even better than gold, I think. I like the Fuego. This one's numbered 7 out of 25. Yep, what we said about Donruss. Yeah, it was smaller than last year, but the price was a little higher. Inflation. Chandler Smith, Daniel Dye. There's Josh Berry Silver. Todd Gilliland. The Sensations. Ty Dillon, Lawless Allen, Carson Quaffle. Here's Daniel Dye. A blue. Carolina Blue. This one's out of 199. Austin Dillon, American Pride. Bobby Labonte. Clint Boyer, Sheldon Creed. The Dinger. Oh, here comes an autograph. Dinger's going to help us with it. Ready? Noah Gregson. Here's our second autograph of the box. Select auto, Noah Gregson. We'll show all the autographs at the end. Plus, you got the wall up there. Let's try to fill the wall more. Ryan Blaney. Let's try to fill up the wall with more stuff. All right. Here's our last half of our last box of Select. Like I said, I don't have any more Select, so this will probably be my last box until 2025 comes out, unless I find a deal somewhere. This is probably our last mixer, too. So, go for the Donruss. We got lots of Donruss. But I'm doing a mixer with Donruss Hobby, Donruss Blaster, and Donruss Megas. That's coming up. So look for that, please. And bring your friends, because this was a little tough today. Ty Gibbs, Tony B. There's William Byron on the blue. Kyle Busch and Fuego. And there's our high number, Nick Sanchez. Nick Sanchez here, too. There's a lot of Nick Sanchez in the Select box. Parker Retzlaff, Christian Rose. There's Kurt Busch. Again, a free Kurt Busch. That was a giveaway. Bubba Wallace. And another blue. Let me get these. Chase Briscoe, Nick Sanchez again, Heim Time, and Brendan Jones. Thumbs up, Brendan. Sights of Victory, Chase Elliott. That's a little more on your medium rare side of inserts. Only get one or two of those. Brad Kay, Jake Garcia, Corey LaJoie. There's Cole Custer, blue out of 199. Ty Gibbs and Fuego. Followed by Justin Haley. Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain. There we go, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith on the tie-dye. Pit Road tie-dye. We'll get that top loaded. If you're new here, anything under 100, I'll put a top load. I'll get that sent to you. The rest of the stuff I'll take care of with penny sleeves accordingly. So don't worry about that. And you'll get shipping notifications tomorrow. Cole Custer, Denny Hamlin. Here's Richard Petty. Here's tricolor Richard Petty. And Bubba Wallace. And Fuego. And one more, a high number even, Ross Chastain. This was lots of Ross Chastain here too. So you gotta like that. And there we go. There is our second box of Select. All right, let's go to the Donruss. And we were debating. What do you think? Again, the whole point of the product, it's a set product. So yeah, there's a lot of base cards. A lot of base cards here. I would say there's 100 base cards because we're still doing a nice mini mixer. We're doing a mini break in our Facebook group. So there's 100 drivers, and we do buy one, get 9 drivers free. And it's $22. So if you're a Facebook person, Nothing wrong with navigating to our Facebook group and joining a mini break. Randy got a good deal on Connor Zillage here, and we've been pulling some fire Connor Zillage. So hopefully, let's go. And I'll go through the base really quick. We don't have to worry about that. We got the parallel is Richard Petty, Kyle Larson Optic, a wild card right there, and more Richard Petty on the insert. Get organized, base. Just get them on camera. The parallel is Brendan Jones. There's a Daniel Suarez, red, out of 199. And Chase Elliott, L for Chase Elliott. Now these are valuable. If you want any of these, send me a direct message. If any of these, if anybody wants to collect those or work with those, I'll be happy to send a few to you. Here is Ricky Stenhouse, parallel, optic. Oh, hold on. We got a giveaway right there. Let me put that down. Richard Petty, optic, and William Byron, unleashed. Let me finish this handful and we'll get to that giveaway. Here's your base. And right here, we got Daniel Dye. The insert is Raja coming attractions. And there's Butterbean, rated rookie. All right, here is our redemption. Didn't see any redemptions yet so far. We're looking at a turn of the century signature. I think I remember a turn of the century card number 18, Ryan Truex. That wasn't the one I was thinking. I was thinking of a wall trip. But Ryan Truex redemption card. If you're scratching this, let me know. I can scratch it and send you the code if you want to get it started. I'll still send you the card, and it's in a nice top loader so you don't accidentally throw it away with the packaging. And don't worry, I'll package your cards well. We'll take care of you. Again, it's the little things. I know all the prices are the same. Everybody has their same prices. They're all pretty competitive with everybody else. It's the little things that hopefully you appreciate. All right, here is base. We have the parallel is Carson Hocevar. We got J-Mac, Optic Prism, Silver. And then Alex Bowman, Unleashed. The Chris Buescher, a red, out of $2.99. Carl Edwards, and then Richard Petty. All right, here's some green, a green optic William Byron. There you go. That's not too shabby. Out of 99, this is 92 out of 99. And there's a nice pack right here. This is a Christian Eckes, pedal to the metal insert. And all right, look at that, Jeff Gordon. I like the explosions. That's one of my favorites of Donruss. I do like that they did the explosion. This is 48 out of 99. The O. And how about Luke Fenhouse on the parallel? Here comes another parallel of William Swalch, Chris Buescher, and Jesse Love to finish off that stack. Ooh, that one ripped very well. Hopefully that's lucky. We're in the first box of our Donruss. So far, we got to get something on the Wall of Fame here. Haven't had a nice Wall of Fame driver yet. Got a lot of gold. Got a lot of gold on the Wall of Fame. And one out of 25. The rest weren't numbered. All right, base. Here is Ellen Kolwicki. Connor Daly, Optic. There's JJ Unleashed. There's a purple. Oh, what we got? Purple. Chris Buescher, it looks like. I have a hard time seeing the foil. Christian Eckes. And more Jeff Gordon. The D now. This one's out of 49. The red-blue. And here is David Starr. Parker Retzloff. And, how about this one? How about a Hallie Deegan? Pedal to the metal. It seems like it should be numbered, but it is not. And a nice shiny metal. Little sheet metal there. There's Connor Zilic. First time he said his name. And there's more Connor Zilic. How about a mojo of, looks like Ryan Preece. Out of 25. Oh, right there. 3. Number 3 out of 25. Ben Rhodes is the Optic, and Tyler Reddick for the Race Kings. All right. And we're going to keep this going here. If you're a Dunrust person, keep going with more Dunrust on Friday. And we'll finish up with National Treasure. We got another box of Dunrust. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We got another box of Dunrust. Let's go through the base there. We have Davey Allison, a Raja, and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson R. That's a nice set. I do like that set too. Here is, looks like Harrison Burton, Eric Jones, Optic, and Bubba Wallace, Race Kings. There's Jesse Love. More Jesse Love, little back-to-back Jesse Loves. I would, again, the reason why I can't give it I give it a B+. I wish the Optic and the base, the paper, had different pictures. I know, I understand that, that's the whole theme, but I don't like different pictures for Optic and for the base. That's my only complaint. Otherwise, I really like the product. Jeremy Clements. What do you think? Jake Garcia, and here's more Connor Zilic season highlights. And there's our first box of Dunrust. Here comes our second box of Dunrust. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for joining the break. I do appreciate spending the night. See how you guys are doing. Chat's awfully quiet too. Maybe I gotta get some help. I gotta get some moderator action. All right, here is the second box, and then we'll finish up with National Treasure. Here's the second box. We have Jeff Gordon. There is Chase Elliott. And a little Sam Meyer. Sam Meyer explosion. This dialed in autograph. Hold on. There we go. Right away, first pack autograph. And Joey Logano on the insert. All right, a Sunny D. Josh Berry there. Oh, that's why you get the $1 autographs. Might as well take a chance on it. Kyle Petty and Kyle Larson. Connor Mosak. Daniel Suarez Optic. And Connor Zilic. Might be able to complete that set here. How about Matt DiBenedetto? Kyle Weatherman. This is Optic Silver. And then Kyle Larson on the Spellbound. Yeah, there's been a bunch. But we still got that Brad K. Groovy Gold. Let's see what else is coming up in that Dunrust box, though. We could use some 101 here. Oh, one more. 4 at a time. And still haven't touched the National Treasure yet. That's coming. All right, a green. Well, it's John Hunter first, not a green. The optic green is Connor Daly out of 99. And Matt Mills, looks like rubber out of 99 also. More colors. All right, what are we looking at here? Sammy Smith, Noah Gregson, and Christopher Bell. There's Christopher Bell, Unleashed. That's a nice card, too. Here is Bill Elliott with the McDonald's. Sheldon Creed. Oh, there's our Connor Zillage parallel. All right, finish off this stack with a blue Austin Hill, Alex Bowman Optic, and how about Joey Logano? I like the holographic ones. These are nice cards. Okay, let's finish off with something strong here. Let's finish this Donruss with something big. Got the last stack. 4 and 4. All right, here we go. Gonna get the touch back. I had a nice touch last break. Here is Tyler Eckram. We got Tanner Gray. And there's Kyle Larson. This is a nice. I do like. They did a good job on these. There would have been nice to have more, but they did a good job on those memorabilia ones. I think it's a good artwork. A good artwork. I think a pretty nice all around. I would have, like I said, a B. If I was a grade person, this would be a B. Ross Chastain, Prism, and then SVG Unleashed. Here is, what are we looking at here? Carl Edwards, Ty Dillon, and there's Dale A, the Dale A. We got Brent Holmes or Jesse Love, red out of 199, and Tyler Reddick, season highlights. And here's the last stack of our Donruss collection until the cases show up. Yeah, I think the Megas and the Blasters will be here tomorrow, so we're starting on Friday with some Mega Blaster and Hobby. We'll throw Hobby in there too. All right. One of my favorite pictures. I like Chili's, and I like Justin Haley. And I like 10-gallon hats, even though I don't have one. SVG and William Swallich. Here is Sheldon Creed. More Heim time. And how about William Byron? Alex Bowman. Austin Cindric. Optic Prism. Or Silver, whatever they're calling it. And Denny Hamlin. And a little last pack magic of... That's Carson Kvapil. The Mullet. And our last Donruss card is Chase Briscoe. All right, let me clean up here. Don't go anywhere. We're still looking at our National Treasure. I always like tossing National Treasure in just to get some high-end cards as part of the break. So good luck. One. Let me clean up. Don't like tall stacks floating around. You never know when you bump into a tall stack. Let's clean this stack up here. And then finish off. Again, thank you so much for being part of the break. It was fun at least talking to you. The old chat was kind of quiet. Not a lot of chit-chat going on. All right. Should we do, let's cut the back. That's always a good luck charm. There we go. And here's a little silver pack. Pretty average. Average thickness. That's what we come to expect. So maybe no booklet. All right, let me get my security. My no peeking pads. Nothing in there. Nothing there. All right, let's do the pack first. We have pulled an autograph. The 101. Let's try it again. Ready? The Dinger. Raja and Chris Buescher is the auto. No autograph. All right, good luck, good luck. Here we go. Everybody ready? We'll do the base first. First one, and I like the base. There we go. Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon, 1 out of 10. Like I said, I enjoy the base. I think the base of National Treasure is pretty sharp. A nice clean look. And it's out of 10. We'll just keep propping them up here so everybody can see. Next base is another Denny Hamlin. 16 out of 25. The rides. And out of 10 and out of 25. And a nice solid card. There's our 2 base. All right, the memorabilia. First one is John Hunter, fire suit, out of 99. Next one is, okay, how about Kaz Gralla. This one is sheet metal, 24 out of 25. Yeah, pretty standard on those patterns. And how about, oh, I like these. Little Kyle Busch. There's a Kyle Busch. Remember, this is out of 25. Let me get a little thicker card sleeves. It's nice. It's not just a white card. It's got some style to it. There you go. It's got a little style. 5 out of 75. We'll put that so everybody can see. More memorabilia. I think one more is Christopher Bell. Out of 99, the jumbo timeline, the timeline insert. All right, here's the autographs. This is all right, Daniel Dye, Colossal patch. This is numbered out of 25, 14 out of 25. Okay. That's a nice autograph. Sorry, Kyle. Cover you up. And all right, how about a Connor Mosack? 4. It's on card also. On card, Connor Mosack. This is number 9 out of 25. The 4 patches. It looks like sheet metal. Looks like sheet metal all around. And it's Connor Mosack's rookie. Still, the 101s are showing up. There you go. That's why you buy the dollar ones. And where's Andres? Rising Stars. Like I said, I would like a little better autograph out of him. 42 out of 49. Yeah, these young kids nowadays. 42 out of 49. So a nice on-card autograph. Rookie card. And the last of the night. Good luck, everybody. It is, boom, Oh, Richard Petty. That's a nice ending. Got a nice Richard Petty auto. On card, this is 83 out of 99. Patch auto. Let's see if I picked the right penny sleeve. I don't want to force it. Let's get a little thicker one. Let's get the thicker one. There we go. That's our last one of the night. Come on, penny sleeve. There we go. Got a little thicker one. There you go. That looks a lot nicer. And a nice top loader for that one. And look at Richard Petty. What a beautiful autograph that is. All right, well, let's just do a little highlight reel of the autographs here. We're looking at Richard Petty out of 99. There is Daniel Dye. Some nice autographs. Kyle Busch, no autograph on that one. There's Andre Perez de Lara out of 49. Connor Mosack, another rookie, out of 25. All the dollar ones they've been saying. Sam Meyer. Ryan Truex, Redemption. Cole Custer and Fuego. There's Noah Gragson. Chris Buescher. Little Jeb Burton. Jesse Love. Derek Cope. Todd Gilliland. Yeah, I can see all the dollar ones. Tommy Joe Martin. A little Jeff Burton on those autographs. And remember, we have our Carson Hocevar Mojo out of 25. And our low number of the night out of 10 is Matt Kenseth. And then we had two more golds. Nick Sanchez and Bradley Kay were two more golds that showed up. And there we go.